All right, so welcome back. In this one, I'm going to show you how to set your class into groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in on my demo class with my presidents. You can see all the kids here have different avatars as they come in here. You also have the whole class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group. So I click groups and I'm going to add groups. So let's say I may have one group that is Gateway, and that will be a couple of these, and I'm going to create that group. You can also go in and you can make all these avatars the same so you can see them, like when you go into students, so you can see them. So I'll show you kind of how to do that real quick. So I have Abraham. Oops, sorry, went the wrong way. I go into edit class and I can go in and I can change it. And let's say I want them to all have this orange one. Well, I just remember who I chose and go down through and I changed their avatar. So let's see who else we had. We had Andrew Jackson, George Bush, and I can go in and change their avatar. If you want to go through the effort of doing that, that's fine. It kind of gives them a little mascot if you wanted to. So they're all the orange flame guy, and I can change that. Save, so you can see how it changes their avatars over here in the dark. And then I think one was like George Bush. I think was the other one. So I'll change him back to the orange avatar. And this is just an option. You don't have to do this. But if you just want to keep that group, you know that group is going to be there. You can see that it's changed their avatar. And then I would go in and I would change James Pease into that same thing. So that way, when I'm looking at many different groups, it kind of gives them all a little mascot. And then I can also see inside here, if all the groups have different mascots, I can look straight at this mascot without looking at names, and I can see, all right, I know what group they're in. And you can always go in and change the dojo monster. Let's say they change groups and they go into a different group, which I'll make a different group here, which could also be SOL. And they can be part of different groups. So I could also put Abraham Lincoln and them in a different group if I wanted to. I could put them in the ESOL group, but let's say that's Andrew Johnson and Ben here. So I'm going to create that group. I only have two in ESOL. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and look at Andrew Johnson and Ben, and I'm going to change theirs to a different one. And yes, I know Ben Franklin was never a president, so but I put him in here anyway because he's important. So I'll go in and change those. So now Gateway has their own avatars here. So when I go into class, now I can see, all right, I know without going into groups and looking at the names or anything, clicking through, I can know exactly what group they're in. I know that these three right here, I know they're in my Gateway group. I know that these three right here who have the same one, I know, which I know I only put these two in, are in my ESOL group. I could also go in and I could create another group that's, I don't know, I could create table 1 if I have them out by tables, and it could be these. Actually, James is in Gateway, but they can be in separate different groups however you want to create them. I could also have one that's going to be I could have my tier 4 kids in here, and I can go in and create the group. Create the group. I don't know. Let's just pick a couple. And I can continue to add groups, so I can have every single kid in a group. You could also do it based on, all right, well, I know this group is working on MBT 1 in math. So I know that I need this one, and this one. I know I need them working on Essential Standard MBT 1. I know that's my MBT 1 group. I know that's what Essential Standard I need to be working on with them. So you can change the avatars around however you want to